So, but that is not so energy efficient, that consumes a lot of electricity. There has been so many concerns regarding this. People have raised concerns regarding carbon footprint. Now we are moving to proof of stake. Proof of stake is what? Just one person who is compiling the block, he will be consuming the electricity. So that is what we are moving. That is what the merge is happening. Merge means what? Merging of two chains. Merging of beacon chain to the mainnet, Ethereum mainnet, which is there. So that is the merge which is happening with Ethereum, and we are moving from proof of work to proof of stake.
Right. The beacon chain is the engine on which Ethereum works basically. It is the POS, the proof of stake. However, the transformation of the main ledger to this engine has to be multi-step, well calibrated to the tons of value locked onto the Ethereum network at the moment. Now, the beacon chain first implemented staking in the Ethereum network. A deposit contract was deployed in October 2020, and thereafter, in December 2020, the beacon chain was launched parallel to the main chain, therefore using a common state of the mainnet ledger. But there was a problem of onboarding the existing nodes to the new system. The incentivization of the miners to validators would change things significantly, and the community had to adapt to this new system, or this would have resulted in a split.
So basically there were 4 upgrades which majorly happened in Ethereum network. First was the bundling upgrade. So what happened in the bundling upgrade is that people started moving towards proof of stake. And if you see, this is the first upgrade where the gas impact happened. Because if you see, the gas is a bigger concern for Ethereum network. Because gas fees were really high, it was going beyond $100 for a single transaction. So this is the first time where the gas was impacted, and that is where the excitement got created. Now second upgrade was basically London hard fork, where people were encouraged to move to proof of stake rather than proof of work. So this is the time miners were becoming validators. I mean, people who were earlier just mining using their mining devices, they were encouraged to become validators. So like they used to stake, they started staking stake ethers instead of just mining a node. So that is where the London hard fork came in. Now the third upgrade. Third is basically the Altar upgrade. Altar upgrade basically started penalizing people who are not moving to proof of stake. Who were already there in proof of work, they started penalizing these people because they want to penalize people who are not moving, who are not adapting to the new chain. They also want to penalize at the same time people who are malicious, who are doing some malicious work in the network. So these were 2 kind of people who got penalized. First is that people who are not adapting to the new chain, who are not moving to proof of stake, and other is basically the people who are doing malicious actions in the new chain. Now the fourth is the Arrow Glacier upgrade. So Arrow Glacier upgrade, what happened is that people we have delayed this bomb which was about to happen, traffic bomb. So this was delayed for some time.
See, by involving the network's approach to consensus, the merge is going to reduce Ethereum's energy consumption and requirements by 99.95%, and that is significant, ensuring that the network can now sustainably support the next generation of Web3 creators and developers. Web3 is the next big thing, guys. That's really going to be sacrosanct for them. Second, the Ethereum's updated crypto economic model reduces Ether issuance and provides stronger security guarantees for users and DeFi protocols. A third benefit is that Ethereum's upcoming merge would significantly impact the way DeFi protocols operate. There's going to be a shake there, atop crypto's most popular decentralized finance chain. Now, according to a recent DappRadar report, this was found. The study showed that delays that could arise during the transition to a proof-of-stake consensus mechanism, also known as the merge, and the impact on the institutions will make fundamental changes to the Ethereum network, like improving sustainability and security, setting it up for further scalability, and making an attractive real yield on staking. Now, all these changes are going to make Ethereum more attractive to institutional investors.
A look at Ethereum's roadmap makes it clear that the community is building the network and its technology for the long term. The merge is a step in the right direction. With the merge on the horizon, we are exploring factors that ensure Ethereum's long-term growth. So we see the Ethereum merge is a huge event in the Web3 universe. It will have far-reaching effects on the rest of the crypto industry. We are here to witness a historic moment unveil itself in front of our eyes, the merge.
The cryptocurrency world is jam-packed with fascinating, strange, and spicy stories. One of the most intriguing, touching, and even mysterious narratives in all of cryptocurrency history is that of the Ethereum blockchain origins. Ethereum was born with the goal of being a more advanced, open source, and functional version of the Bitcoin, mainly through the use of these amazing, still developing smart contracts. Now, the currency that makes up the majority of the Ethereum network is ETH, the world's second biggest blockchain, launched its long-awaited merge.
Come on.
Adam too.
Come on now.
Hey. Building one chain.
Moving from the proof of work to proof of stake. Big change. The algorithm consensus changed and drastically reduced Ethereum's energy usage, making it more environmental friendly than Bitcoin. Now, to understand the importance of the merge, it's important to understand why people use blockchains. One of the most important ideals of the technology is it has no central authority that can control it, thanks to a process called proof of work, in which the blockchain is operated and safeguarded by miners who approve new and valid transactions by
Hello and welcome to 3.0 TV. This is Manoj Dara. So cryptocurrencies are trying to recover from a rout this year that's wiped out more than 60% of its value since hitting a high in November 2021. So all the virtual coins were battered by the Fed's shift to monetary tightening, and ensuing leveraged blow-ups. That's what the bigger cause of concern was, such as crypto hedge fund Three Arrow Capital. So to explain the current situation of cryptocurrency market and its way forward, we have invited a special guest from Singapore. Let me introduce you to Andy Lane, Chief Digital Advisor, Mongolian Productivity Organization, which is a government organization. Andy, welcome on Crypto TV.
Good to see you.
Good to see you, sir, as well. So, although we have spoken in Dubai in March, and now we are in July, a lot of things have changed in this 3-4 months, Andy. If you can just begin with what is the current state of cryptocurrency market according to you, and what are you have been talking to a lot of investors as well. So, what is your opinion about the current state of cryptocurrency market?
So, I'm also speaking as an investor because I am a licensed fund manager. So if you look at the fund market, for example, because of what happened recently with Three Arrows and multiple other funds were all affected. So I think the fund market is actually fairly dry right now. Everyone is just waiting for the next big thing that will come. Then they will start to raise their funds and then put it back into the crypto market. So I think in terms of the fund, this is what's happening. And you have mentioned about projects, you have mentioned about 60% drop in terms of some of this cryptocurrency. Well, some of them has dropped more than 100%. Some of them has dropped 90%. So this situation, in my humble opinion, will continue. We will see a couple of good, maybe nice charts, like Bitcoin going to 24, 25,000. But we have to bear in mind that right now we are still in a bear market, and in a bear market, there's always ups and downs. So do not look at it like, it came up another 2,000, the bull market is coming. It doesn't work this way. There's a lot of other indicators that come together with the whole swing towards the bull market. I have not seen that yet.
So if we go back to your interview, which we have done in March, so there are few positive takeaways which I can just share it with you. So there was a lot of optimism then, and there is a lot of concern as of now. You say that the market is in the bear phase. So what are the factors that are actually responsible for this situation, wherein we have seen a fall of roughly around 60% in the market cap? If you can just highlight that, Andy.
I think this whole downturn, started off with a major black swan event. That is with Terra Luna and UST. So that is actually one of the biggest snowball that we have seen so far in the last 6 months. That snowball itself has created a lot of problems. Created problems for 3AC, created problems for Celsius, and created problems for many other exchanges. Because when they go down, they brought down the whole market cap. They brought down the whole faith and confidence in the crypto market. And with that, the snowball effect will be very obvious. The lending protocols got into trouble, right? Some of the smaller exchanges got into trouble, right? Then the funds also got into trouble. To be very honest, there are still many others that are struggling during this point of time. I know because apart from me being around for a long while, I'm also an investor. So I do receive, investment decks, from companies who are actually seeking help in a different manner because they can't survive anymore.
What
right?
kind of companies are approaching you, Andy, for help?
I think there are two kinds of companies. So the first kind are those that are fairly new, all right, very new, but they focus a lot on the technology. Right now they can't really build because they do not have enough money to continue to do it. All right, that's the first kind. The second kind would be more finance related. So those that are into the exchange business, for example, some of the small ones, I can't name them because I signed an NDA when I look at their deck. Looking at the figures that they have presented and the valuation that is being put forth to us at this current moment, it sounds a lot of alarm bell because the number, the valuation, and everything doesn't add up. So I see those are actually in trouble.
Sure. So as we are talking about, you have been mentioning that there are a lot of companies who are approaching you. You are into fund management. But if we talk about the broader factors that were responsible, you mentioned about inflation. You also mentioned about the Terra Luna episode which happened, and the ripple effect which was seen in Celsius and other crypto lenders. So this is coming at a time, Andy, when the US is actually on a interest rate tightening regime. So what are the impacts? And very recently, I mean, yesterday itself, we have seen a 75 basis point increase. So as a fund manager, what will be your opinion and advice to all those viewers of Crypto TV viewers who are listening to you as of now, Andy?
If you look at what the US has put forth in terms of the figure, they are going through a recession. The other countries have not shared their figures yet. For example, China. So all these things are part and parcel of telltale signs on where the market is heading, right? So if you look at US as the big brother, what you have seen yesterday is not a very good piece of news, right? Inflation will continue to go up. When recession kicks into its full cycle, more businesses will be gone.
All right. Okay.
But again, if you look at it from a flip side, we have friends who are very optimistic, saying that cryptocurrency are deflationary, right? They can fight inflation, they can fight recession. Well, that is actually a very good time to put crypto to a better test. So I'm also looking forward to that test.
Sure, Andy, you look a bit concerned about the current market situation. So, but a US economic slowdown, which is actually, as we are talking about, is leading investors to a view that the Federal Reserve will be done raising the rates by the year end, and a pivot to cutting borrowing cost in 2023, although it's a long shot, which is creating a more favorable liquidity backdrop for speculative assets, which is cryptocurrencies and the other markets related. So what is your opinion when this will end, and when this market will come out of the bear phase? What are the factors that will take market from this level to the other level?
Sorry, I didn't answer that question just now. So I think if you look at crypto itself, right? If you look at the current trading volume, the trading volume is one of the key indicator, right? We used to be in 3 trillion plus kind of volume transaction, market cap, all of which that I've mentioned has all gone down. So when it has gone down, to be very honest, it become a down cycle for all of us. So when we see the numbers goes up, we will see a slightly better market. So far right now, I don't really see that happening. Everyone is holding back. Everyone is